A September Carol. Ding dong, ding dong. Ding dong, ding dong. This might be a temporary video. If you guys like it, I'll keep it. If not, it goes bye-bye. Ding dong, ding dong. It is now 2 months after July Carol. Scrooge continues to ride away in his counting house, remembering what happened back there in July when the spirits mysteriously appeared before him. He also has a slight recollection of the August time frame when he had another inkling of what might come in the near future. And now we resume the story as Scrooge comes closer to his great December revelry, which is now just 3 months away. Scrooge continues to sit quietly in his counting house as the weather is not quite as hot as it used to be, but is still sitting and doing the same work that he's done for the last 6 years and 9 months. He has completely forgotten about the incidents that happened back in July, and he is now completely at ease with his business once again, as his fellow Cratchit clerk continues to copy letters just as he's done for so many years, along with Ebenezer after Marley's passing 6 months and 9 years ago. It has been 2 months since that fateful, strange premonition in July. All done, Scrooge. Yes, Cratchit, you may go. Thank you, sir. I will see you tomorrow, as I see you every day. Yes, Cratchit, of course. You will have your wages at the end of the week. Don't worry. Ah, yes. I shall stay for another hour, and it shall be the end of another long day. An hour passes. All done. Time to go home. I'm so glad that silly nephew didn't come in and bother me again, thinking that it's Christmas every day. What a dunderhead. September bug idiot. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, I crack myself up. I love it. I must go eat my bread now. And with that, Scrooge hastened to the store and had his bread as he does every day. No more bread, waiter. You know me. I don't even have to say it. But I love to say it anyway, because I'm a cocky little bitch, and you know it. Yes, Ebenezer, I know. Yes. And Scrooge finished his bread and went home to take his gruel like he does every night. All night. Every day. Every night. All the same. It's no different to him. As long as everything is about pressing forward and being productive and profitable, this is all that matters. Scrooge took his gruel and fell asleep, as he did every night. He had a strange premonition that one day there would be someone coming to see him. But he couldn't quite make out who it would be, and he knew he had seen this person before. but they wouldn't show themselves. They would only whisper in his ear. One day, Ebenezer, one day you will awaken to the madness of life, and we shall awaken you and awaken your senses to what is truly important. And Scrooge would awaken periodically through the night. What is that? I must go have a cup of water. And he would always walk to the next room, pour himself a little glass of water, and pretend as if all was well. I need my water. I must have my water. It always helps me feel so much more at ease. Because Scrooge's favorite beverage was, of course, water. He would love to drink his water. Water was his passion. Water was his pride. And he would just gulp it. God, wonderful. And he would just fall back asleep. And fucking wake up over and over again. You stupid crap in my head. Fucking go pour some more fucking water over again. He'd fucking lie back down on the bed. If he didn't fucking bounce on it, say, get out of my head, fucking laying it on the bed over and over again throughout the night, telling the stupid voices in his head to shut the fuck up so he could fucking go to sleep. And he would just continue this way all through the first week of September. Until one faithful day, September the fucking 11th of 1843. And a little bell went off. Ding! Ebenezer Scrooge. In approximately 158 years' time from now, there will be a terrible disaster in the continent of America. And Scrooge said, so what the fuck does it matter to me? And he fell back asleep. As London's time is 7 hours from our time, since it is now currently 8:22, as you can see from my little humble clock there, from little black hole Dickens, whatever the hell you want to call me. So that would be, what is that, 7 hours? 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. The 3:22 in the morning, Scrooge would awaken again, and he would say, you know, I'm sick and fucking tired of being awoken in the middle of the night. I'm just gonna wake up and just stay awake. And I'm just fucking gonna go on a walk. And that is exactly what he did. He gathered his things to go out and take a walk and meditate on the strange mishaps that occurred that night. And as he was dressing, he thought to himself, I don't understand why in the hell all these voices keep coming in my head. There must be some explanation. I don't need to be having strange voices in my head. I should be having bright, happy $ thoughts, basking in the glow of my glory and my efforts. It appears that is not happening. So therefore, I shall set a pot of tea brewing. If they even fucking had that. If they even fucking had that back then. I shall place a kettle over the fireplace. And by the time I will return, I will have begun to be at peace once again, because I must mull over these strange thoughts that I've had. And with that, he walked out the door and walked around to try to figure out exactly what the problem was. Ebenezer Scrooge couldn't quite understand why he had so many strange voices in his head. as he walked outside that fateful night. He took a walk around his humble abode of long ago as he stood up at the moon shining bright before him. He could keep hearing voices in his head. Scrooge! Ebenezer did not like the sound. It was very bothersome. I don't want to hear these strange voices in my head. I want peace and quiet. I came out here to clear my head. I did not come out here to make friends with evil spirits. And as he continued his walk, he could continue hearing the strange sound in his head. Scrooge, Ebenezer Scrooge. I don't want to hear any more. I'm taking a humble walk, and I have no business with these strange voices. And as he continued his walk, he felt a strange presence over him, as if something was watching him from far beyond. There was a strange sensation in his knees as he continued to walk. Hello. How are you? Sorry about that. Scrooge did not like the humble dogs that he met on his walk. He was very befounded by the awakening that seemed to be falling all around him. He felt as he had made a mistake, as to come outside and take a walk in the darkness that surrounded him. He continued to gaze up at the moon above him, wondering just what it was that was bothering him so much. At the same time, he knew that there was some presence nearby, in some sense. And he continued his walk in great curiosity as to what it was that was giving him such a strange sensation. And then he heard the voice again. Scrooge! Who is calling me? There's someone calling my name. And then he remembered the premonition from back in July. And he remembered that, yes, he had made a very strange declaration that he would not be bothered again for 6 months. And he knows that it has now been well over 2 months. Premonition would be being fulfilled within 3 months. And as he continued his walk, with all the strange sounds around him, the horse and carriage going past him as fast as possible, the rider strangely giving him a strange gaze. And he would continue walking throughout the night until dawn, wondering what it was that gave him such a strange sensation as he continued gazing up at the moon shining bright above him. And then finally he came to a conclusion. There is something beyond me that I have created for myself. Therefore, the reason for my suffering has to do with something that I have created beyond myself. Therefore, I must relinquish this so I can concentrate on my business at hand. And Scrooge continued to contemplate on this throughout the night. He had always sensed some strange sensation within him as he gazed about. And after a long walk through the night, he continued to contemplate on this strange notion that had been within him for well over 2 months now. And that's when he knew that there is definitely some presence that is beginning to haunt him. And he said, "Bah, humbug. It is just my imagination." And with that, he returned to his humble abode. He did not want to have anything more to do with this strange sensation within him. He did not want to have anything more to do with these strange voices in his head. As he would notice his neighbors as he walked back to his darkened abode once again, talking amongst each other as he would walk past. They knew him well. He was the old miser of the town. No one would want to ever look in his face or speak to him. They were afraid of him. They knew that he was not to be trifled with. And as he neared back to his humble abode, he said to himself, "Pish posh, this does not concern me. I'm a businessman. I'm an important businessman. I must be taken seriously." And with that, he returned to his humble abode, locked the door tight, and made sure that they would not be disturbed again for the rest of the night, no matter how many silly voices would come in his head. He shut his door, he quietly turned out his light, and he fell into a long, dark sleep. To be continued, maybe.